Hi, folks. How are you? Hopefully, you're having a great day. I am. It's a Friday, and I'm so happy that I'm here with you all. Let me just make sure all is good. Okay. Okay. All is good. Just want to make sure I can share, well, sprinkle the love, right? And so there we go. When you hop on, say hi. Tell me that you're here. Hey, Cindy, how are you? Good to see you. All right. This is 20 minutes of Paint with Me. And what is that? It's based on the rule of 100 hours, which says if you do something for 18 minutes a day, you'll be 95% better than anyone in your field. I say if we do something 20 minutes, because we typically do this Monday through Friday, with a few exceptions, um, we'll be 95% better than when we started. Okay, you started to paint yesterday, but not sure. Sometimes we don't know. And that's all right. And that's fun when that happens. I'm going to go ahead and get us started. We've been working on this Van Gogh inspired painting, and I'm super happy with it so far. Today, we're going to add in some of these pinks, and we're going to be working with the pinks and the reds and getting some of those colors in. And I'm super excited about it. Sometimes we don't know what we want until I'm trying to decide the pink I want until it just, comes to us as we're doing it. So I'm using a little carousel pink. I think that's what I want. And then I also have some poodle skirt pink I may introduce, or I may just let white take the place of that. We'll see. I'm going to put a little red down, and we're going to start to work in these beautiful colors. Because I don't know about y'all, but just like the colors there just really spoke to me. And so I just love them. So we're gonna do that. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a fabulous Friday and has some fun plans. You got any fun plans for the weekend? Any fun plans with the grandson? I'm going to mix a little bit. I'm going to put a little red into my brush here with this pink. So I kind of loaded my brush with pink, and then I just dipped a corner into the red. You can kind of see that little corner. And then we're just going to start to put on these bigger red flowers here. And I'm just going to these pinker reddy flowers. And right now I'm just doing little blobs. So it's going to be little blobby. Okay. And I want that darker red to be the blob. We may have to do a second coat. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Dee. Good to see y'all on this Friday. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. We're going to just put in some big old blobby circles. I want these to be kind of dark. I want them to be that dark pinky red. I want that pink in there, so I don't want all red, but I definitely want those dark pinks in there. We'll watch him twice next week. Ah, we know it's your birthday, but we also know how much you love to watch him. So, yeah, I can hear you say, bringing him on, bring him on. Hope y'all having a good day. Anybody got any fun plans for the weekend or tonight? Y'all know I always like to hear your fun plans. I think maybe that's all we're gonna have of these. I don't know. I kind of like wanted a few more. Maybe we do 2 smaller ones, maybe like one hanging out in here somewhere. Now I may bring some of these yellow leaves on top. I don't know. I can always come back and go over. We'll see. We'll see how I like it in the end with where I have these placed. Let's put one right here. Now, see, this probably will get pushed back and these leaves will get put over top. But right now, I don't care. I'm just going to cover them up. And then I can always come back and go on top if I decide I want to do that. No fun plans for the weekend, but having visitors on Monday. Oh, fun. Oh, cool. Well, hopefully they will get some nice awards. All right, so now what I want to do is we're going to start to add in some, we're going to make these look like roses, okay? So I do kind of want this lighter pink color, and I am going to want some whites in addition to. I'm trying not to have 52 million colors. We're going to also put some pink down in here. We already got our red, so we're going to put some of our pink down in there. But y'all know when we're doing these, hey, Paula, when we do these, how are you doing? We just kind of make some swoops, right? And we start to get in what looks like roses. And I'm not very particular. I just put them in there, right? We just start with that. How are you doing today, Paula? How is your Friday going? Hopefully it's going really good. And I just kind of work it around in a circle, guys. Just like, it doesn't really matter. Hi from West Virginia. Oh, thank you, Crystal. I'm so glad. And I'm glad you found me live. That's awesome. Awesome. How is the weather in West Virginia? Now I'm just touching back into a little bit of that darker pink this time. And we're just going to kind of do the exact same thing. I'm going to make some more little sweepies. Because I had that red in there, you're still going to be able to see these. And I haven't really cleaned my brush. So we're just going to continue just to make, it doesn't matter if you go on top of what you already have down, it doesn't matter. Because ultimately it will layer. It's going to start to look like layers. And that's what you want. All those little petals of your rose kind of coming together, right? And I'm using a fairly good size round brush. You know, it's not the tiny small brush. We'll come in with some tiny small brush little lines also. But right now, I just kind of want to get these big swipes in there. And so, y'all, I totally left out my center one. So I'm going to go back to that lighter color and put these in. I'm like, why am I only seeing 4? Why am I only seeing 4? Now I'm going to grab that the darker pink. And put in a few of the darker pink because I want to see all of the pinks, right? I want to see that light color pink and I want to see the darker pink. And then, of course, obviously, underneath is all the pink and red. Beautiful and warm today. Just got back from the chiropractor feeling great. Ooh, yay. It is it is like, how wonderful they make you feel, especially if you're hurting and you go and you get a little like adjustment. It like makes the big difference, doesn't it? I'm gonna add just a little pink because we want all these colors to be in our base, right? So I'm gonna add just a little pink. This is that little darker pink, and then I'm gonna come in with a little bit of the lighter pink. We're gonna have fun when we get to the background because we're gonna be using all of these colors also. Well, maybe not every color, but we're definitely gonna be using these teals and this pink. And so I'm just making little swoops. I'm kind of making sure we get a little highlight going in this area right here, right? So I want this brighter color to be kind of coming in here a little bit. It's a pretty day here. I'm in Virginia. And so it's a pretty day here, although it's a little on the chillier side than we've had, but the sun is shining bright and the sky is bright, and it's just thank you, Paula. Me also. This is my inspiration, and it was the colors that just grabbed me and was like, I want to do that. It was an ad that came up on my Facebook that was so now I'm going to throw another color in here. If you notice, we've got like this like little purple, bluish purple. And I want to put that in the background and have that accent happening in the background. And so I want to make sure we get that kind of in because I just think it's going to make these colors pop even more. We'll worry about what petals are on top of what flower, but we're going to make sure all of that is dry before we go there and do that. And so I want to get a little purple. I think purple is where I want to go with this. Although I may want to do this like little periwinkle color. So it's like a purple and a bluish color. I don't want it to be too Valentine-y. I want this to be more of a almost like a Mother's Day maybe, or just a spring. So I don't want to get too much of those pinks, purples and going, or we're going to push it more into that Valentine feeling. Maybe like a purple pizzazz. Maybe this color would be a better choice. We'll see. If we don't like it, guess what we can do? We can erase it. And so if we don't like it, we can erase it. I'm going to pick up this along with a little bit of that pink on my brush. So I have a little bit of both colors, the lighter pink. And then we're just going to have some fun. Kind of putting these little kind of like little things coming out of it, right? So we got one there. We're going to have like one over here, maybe something over here like this. Notice I'm just blobbing my brush down. I'm not really even thinking too hard about it. And then maybe we'll have like 1, 2, 3. I'm kind of heavy on this side, so I don't want to go too much on this side. I need to like get a little more going on this side, so I may put a couple more up in here. maybe. I need to kind of balance this out a little bit. My vase is very heavy over here, very, very light over here. So I kind of need to work a little bit more, kind of coming in there. Okay. And I'm going to put one more of these, and I will put just one kind of coming out here, not very far. Again, I don't want to make it too heavy, but I do need to have, I want an odd number, right? So I want something in that space right there. Maybe one hanging out right there. And so we're gonna walk away from those for a little bit. Our roses are still drying. And now I'm gonna put in just something that's not in this photo, which is just kind of some wispies, right? And so I want some greenery in here and some greenery coming out of here. So I want to kind of get those in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I really need like one more sunflower, but because I really don't like the fact that I have 6. But I do kind of have 3 that are full and 3 that are this way. So maybe that works. I don't know. Y'all tell me if you think that works. I'm going to use a little bit of leaf green, and I'm going to use a little bit of this green that we've been using. Also, this medium Hauser green. I'm going to use a little bit of that. And actually, I'm going to switch brushes. I'm going to go back to my big brush. And then we're just going to I'm just going to put some wispies out, right? Something like that. I don't know if I like that, but we'll figure it out. I need some little more wispier. Again, we'll figure out what we like, and we can always remove what we don't like. We can cover it up. And then a little bit here, maybe. We just kind of want some support, some green. You think it needs a little more on the left side? On this side? No. On this side. So it's reverse. No, it's not. You think it needs a little more on this side. You think it's got a lot on this side and it needs a little more on this side. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I could probably do another little small something here. Because now that I bought in all of this on this side, now this side is looking a little bit like it needs a little something, doesn't it? I've gone from one extreme to the other, but I'm loving this side. So now I want this side to be as full as this side. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I agree. Now it needs something over here, a little bit more over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And maybe what I do is bring in some white, right? I don't know. I don't think I want white. I don't think I want white. I'm going to add white to everything. So everything will get white. I think I'm going to go back to these little purple flowers and add just like a few kind of coming out here maybe. All of a sudden my little like flipping my wrist isn't working for me. It's not giving me what I want. I got them too bunched up. But maybe there's just like 2 bunches here. So let me do this. Let me go like that and then like this. And it's just 2 bunches coming together there. Okay, there we go. So now we've kind of worked in 2 on that side. We're still a little lighter on this side than we are on this side. We still could use a little something. I don't know what. I think I know what I want to do. I think I figured it out. I think I figured out what I want to put there. And I think it'll balance it a little bit better. Let me grab what I need. And so let's see. And I want to grab just a little bit of orange to go in that because we've been including that orange in there. Remember how I said it didn't really matter if you put yellow down first and then went on top with orange, or if you put them both on your brush at the same time. Now you can see here how it really doesn't matter. Right? So we're going to put that down. And then I'm going to come back with the screen. And you know how that has that base, right? So we're seeing the base, and then we're seeing the little leaves that are coming up off of that base. So there we go. We kind of got one going out that way a little bit. I'm kind of liking that. And then we'll fill in a little bit more right in here when we put these back on in place. So hopefully that will work. I gotta let this dry a little bit right here. And then we can come in and we can put this one back in place. Where it overlaps. And then we can pull that on top. And then we can figure out like, okay, so this may come on top of this rose here. Since this is kind of like our main one, we want to pull that out a little bit, okay? And I'm okay if you can kind of see the flowers underneath. That doesn't bother me. Because we're going to come in with some white and stuff like that on top of these leaves. And we can kind of nip that in the bud there. Again, we're going to bring these down onto our little vase. I know I'm going a little over my 20 minutes, guys, but I wasn't with you yesterday, so I'm kind of making up a little bit of that time. Now I'm going to let it be tucked behind this one right there, just because I like that one. And I'm going to let it be tucked kind of behind these here a little bit. Okay. I'm kind of liking how that's turning out. There's like maybe a few in front and a few behind. I'm kind of liking that. Think it's going to work. Another droopy one in between the greens. Hopefully I did that. Because I didn't see that until now. I think it's going to work. Hopefully. Pun intended. I'm kind of liking that a lot. All right, so I put my pink in here. I'm going to grab just a little bit of this green. I'm going to pop just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's kind of dark, so I don't want to put too much. And I want to keep it more on my dark side, right? There we go. Nip it in the bud. Pun intended. I didn't even think about the pun being intended. I didn't think about it being a pun. No, you didn't. Okay, good. All right. I think these are done. So the next thing would be is to do the white on them and stuff. I think I'm going to go get in the table that they're sitting on. And for that, I'm going to use, I want to use a light brown. I got 3 bottles of raw sienna down here. So raw sienna it is. And then I have a burnt umber, but I think we'll go with the raw sienna. I want a little lighter. Actually, I'd like it if I had even a little bit lighter brown, but I don't have any. So we're gonna go with this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just pull. Gonna make it very like, horizontal, right? Make sure your table is above your vase or it's going to be falling off, right? So long as it's not like right here, you're good. Because if I came in here and I put a line in right there and that was my table, my vase would fall off, right? Because it has no, long as, even if I put like it just up there, at least it has a little bit of a table it's sitting on, right? This is more like sitting in the middle of a table. Now I'm gonna pull my lines down from here because I want to create that look of a table. I want those lines. Because you'll be surprised, even though the way you paint sometimes makes all the difference Because your eyes, even though when it dries, your eyes would be able to tell which way you pulled that paintbrush. And so it's amazing how just that simple little thing makes a difference. And I'm okay with these streaks, okay? I'm perfectly okay with them. Okay. I think this weekend I'm going to start some spring cleaning. Cindy inspired me with all of her spring cleaning. Lord knows I need it. Outside especially. But it just does feel nice too to like wash away the winter. You know what I mean? Like wash away the winter. I'm far from being finished. I ain't started. At least you're there. You're that much closer to being finished. I haven't even gotten in my closet and fixed my closet yet. I told y'all the thing that I had some clothing on. I don't know what happened with it. Something happened with it and it dumped the clothing I had on it in the floor. And I gotta get that up. I've yet to go in there and get that up. I open up the closet and I'm just like, I ain't got time for you today. And it's been a busy week, busy with work stuff, busy with other stuff. And I'm just like, I ain't got time to deal with you today. And but I will get in there on Saturday and that's gonna be the start. Oh my D, I would be done. I would be done if I was you. I would be like, no. And I know we can have, I mean, we've had snow in March here before too, but I'm done when they hit in March. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. All right, so we got our table in here. And we pulled all those strokes. So now you can kind of see where we can play with like creating like wood. And we can have fun with that. And we will have fun with that because you can see here, I kind of want to do some of this just like crazy strokes in there and just have sort of some fun with that, right? But no, if I had to go shovel snow, I would be like, I'm so over this. Like, I'm moving to the south. You can come on down and join us in Virginia. You'll still get a little bit of snow. Me also. I am too. I really am. This has been a fun one. And it's going to be even more fun when we come back in and we do some of the other stuff that I have planned for this. And so, because that's going to be the fun part, is the background's going to be fun. Even though we've got our flowers on here, we're still going to be able to do that. Now, I'm going to grab a little bit of this white because I don't have much white and I don't want to have it on my plate and not use it. So we're going to, I'm going to grab a smaller brush here. And we're just going to start to put in some of this lightness that we want, right? So we know we want light coming in this part of our base, right? Ooh, I did not mean to dip you into brown. And so this could really be done with the bigger brush because I'm just putting this bright kind of all the way down until we get close to the bottom. Then I'm going to stop. So right in there, we want a little bright highlight in there. I'm just going to push it a little bit wider. We want to brighten up our vase in that area, right? Why do I keep doing that? Why do I keep hitting that? Like, I don't want that color in there, and I keep doing it every time. It must be super close, too close, and I keep picking it up. And so we're going to put that in there because we know we want that. And then I'm going to pick this up and we're going to come in here and we're going to start to just put some white on our petals, right? And we're just going to call out a few. We don't have to do much. We're going to put a little bit. This is going to look a little strange because usually I do the white last after I've done the dark, and it makes a lot more sense. But because I've got this white on my canvas, I want to go ahead and take advantage of it. Like, kind of got it on my palette plate. I want to go ahead and take advantage of it. So it needs the black to support this. So it's going to look a little bit like too much. But I promise you, it's not too much. And once I have the supporting dark, you're going to see where it's not too much. But right now, I'm just kind of making up where I'm putting this white, where it makes sense to put some white. And it's just because I really want to use up this white, not let it go to waste, that I'm doing this. Normally, this would not be a step I would do right now. So this would be one of the last steps I did. And if you've watched, you know that this is usually one of the later steps that I do as far as this step goes. But it's just because I have and then hold on, I'm attached. Come on. My bracelet got attached to my clothing. I'm just touching them. Where it comes off, it comes off. It's fine. You don't have to be like, worried about, oh, is it in the right spot? Don't worry about it. Just put it on there. It's going to be in the right spot. Okay. And now the roses. And so here's where I kind of want to just, again, firm up those petals, right? We can firm up some and then we can create additional ones. Just don't lose your center when you're doing this. And we're going to put some dark on these too when we're ready for that. So you can totally get back your center at that time if you kind of like put a little too much and you lose your center. I kind of start to work from the outside and work in the same way I did when I put these on. And so, you know, kind of work towards my center. So I keep building that center more and more. Again, you don't have to worry about like, oh, well, I've got light right there. I want to make sure I put light. No, just keep doing little, kind of like little, um, kind of like U's, but big U's, right? Not tight U's, big open U's. Kind of, or parentheses, something along those lines. Keep them big. They don't have to be thick, but the bigger they are, you know, you can do small ones too, but just make sure they're open, I think is what I'm trying to say. They don't have to be long, they just need to be open. Not tight. Now, when we put black on here and we come in with some darker, all that white is going to really just pop. Right now, it might look a little much, but it does make a big difference. That it's hard to see right now. Like little smiles. Yeah, exactly. And so that's where we are right now. I'm going to stop, and on Monday we'll finish this up. But I'm hoping y'all are loving this. I know I'm loving it, and I hope y'all are as well. And so here's where we are. How adorable is that going to be? And we're going to put all kind of colors in the background. We're not going to put so much that it takes away from this, but we're going to focus on that light pink and this like little turquoise color that's in our vase. And we're just going to put like little marks. And so I think it's going to be super cute when we're done. But I'm loving this. And we put in some darker colors in there. It's going to pop those brighter colors, and they'll pop even more. So y'all have a great weekend. You'll have a great rest of your day. Hopefully y'all have some fun plans. If you don't have fun plans, make some fun plans. Y'all go and have fun, and I'll see you soon. Bye.